Opening day is finally here. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. You can hear the birds chirping. The sun is shining a little bit brighter. The skies are clear. It is opening day. Shane Smith and the Chicago White Sox take on Jacob Mizorowski and the Milwaukee Brewers at 1:10 p.m. Central Standard Time on the road up in Milwaukee. The opening day roster is set. It's your boy, Big Kev, and we're going to get right into today's preview of today's matchup right after the intro.
Welcome to Chicago White Sox Central, your number one place for all Sox news and content.
Good morning, Chicago White Sox fans. Welcome to another episode of Chicago White Sox Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago White Sox related. It's your boy, Big Kev, holding it down for the South Side. Y'all already know what it is. Hit me up at Big Kev from the Shy, Big Kev from DACHI, wherever you like to follow social media, Sox Central Pod, and of course, Shy White Sox Central at gmail.com. Like, share, follow, hit that notification bell. Now, let's get into it. Shane Smith is taking the mound today, and he's going to face the team that drafted him in the Milwaukee Brewers. The Chicago Cubs are opening up today versus the Nationals over on the north side, but their fans will certainly be rooting for the Chicago White Sox to get a W today also, and I know that makes them itch just a little bit. They itching, man. I know they don't want to root for the White Sox, but they most likely hate the Brewers more than they hate the White Sox. But hey, it is what it is. So listen, man, coming away with a W today would be no small feat, as the Brew Crew went 97-65 last season, and they had a home record of 52-29. Now, we all know the good guys only won 60 games last year, with 27 of those victories coming on the road. But today, everybody, with the exception of the Yankees who played last night, everybody is 0-0. The Chicago White Sox are in first place in the AL Central. If they hope to stay there, they will have to flex their new offensive muscle versus one of the best up-and-coming pitchers in all of baseball, in Jacob Mizorowski. Now, he'll be 24 years old soon, and in 15 games last year, he took the league by storm. Mizorowski, he posted a 4.36 ERA across 66 innings in the regular season, and he went 5-3 with 87 strikeouts. However, that ERA seems high until you look at his playoff numbers. When it mattered most, the young fella posted an ERA of 1.50 in 12 innings of work. So Chicago White Sox are definitely going to have their work cut out for them today versus Mizorowski. But Shane Smith, he's going to look to build on a promising rookie season. He went 7-8 with a 3.81 ERA and 145 strikeouts last season. I believe he should have won of at least 10 games last year, and he'll do so. Two things happen. He'll have to finally develop and utilize a consistent second pitch besides his four-seam fastball. Basically, all he throws is fastballs. Last season, between June and August, teams just was hitting them all over the place. He did finish the season strong versus the Nationals last year when he took a no-hitter late to the late innings of the game. But if he doesn't develop like a slider, curveball, not necessarily a changeup, but I think he should have some an off-speed pitch with movement on it. He can definitely confuse batters and get a few more wins. That's one way. And secondly, the Chicago White Sox offense is going to have to provide Shane Smith with more run support. I can't tell you how many times last season, starting pitching pitched really, really well, especially to start the season. And we just didn't have our offense going. So the offense is going to have to get off to a better start than they did last year. And on paper, more run support should be in the cards. I mean, with the additions of Munetaka Murakami, who we know can hit home runs if he can adjust to the American game. as opposed to playing in Japan. And then he's set to make his MLB debut today, which is very exciting for Chicago White Sox fans. And adding Austin Hayes should reap benefits offensively. Also, Colson Montgomery, this is going to be his first opening day start for the Chicago White Sox. So listen, man, fans are hoping that he can pick up where he left off last season. Colson Montgomery hit 21 home runs in 71 games. So it stands to reason that he'll get at least double that this season, right? He got to hit at least 35 to 40 home runs this season if he plays 150 games based on what he did last season. But pitchers have tape on him. We'll see how they pitch to him this year. But getting off to a great start versus the Brewers, and today hitting 1 or 2 home runs, that'll be nice. I'd like to see that. Now, the lineups haven't been announced yet, but besides Shane Smith, it should be Munitaka Murakami at first base, Chase Maedroff at second, Miguel Vargas at third base, and Colson Montgomery at shortstop. Austin Hayes and Everson Pereira, and then Luis Angel Acuna, those will be your outfielders. And then Andrew Benintendi will be your designated hitter, and the Edgar Hierro will be the catcher. Now, speaking of catchers, man, I was surprised to see the Chicago White Sox decided to move on from Corey Lee. It really surprised me because I thought he was going to be if not the third catcher on his team, that he would definitely have an opportunity to replace Kyle Till while he was on the injured list and make the roster. Corey Lee was a first round pick or something like that. I think they say he's 32nd overall pick by the Astros in 2019. And listen, in 504 plate appearances with the White Sox, he hit 195, 237, 325, but he hit home runs, 14 home runs. He only had a 5.2% walk rate and almost a 30% strikeout rate. So he was looking good in spring training, but I'm guessing that's the reason why Chris Getz and the rest of the squad, the rest of the front office decided to go ahead and move on from him. I thought Corey Lee was going to make this team, especially once once Kyle Till went down. But the Chicago White Sox signed Reese McGuire to a contract recently, and that was pretty much the end of the Corey Lee, I guess, era for the Chicago White Sox. He got designated for the assignment yesterday along with Curtis Mead. So both of them are probably going to be traded or hit the waiver wire. Best of luck to Curtis Mead and Corey Lee wherever they land. But I was surprised that they didn't decide to give him an opportunity to prove himself. But it is what it is. You know, we've seen that happen. We tried to let, for example, Andrew Vaughn prove himself here for many years, and it just didn't work out. And we'll be seeing him today versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Hopefully he doesn't come back to haunt us the way he just went off last season after he got traded to the Brewers. So as far as the batting order is concerned, the team, they haven't released the batting order as of yet, but I have to go to work, so I can't do like a true game. I will be doing a live call for Saturday's game. But I think it's going to probably be Chase Maedroff batting leadoff because we know he likes to draw walks. Colson Montgomery will most likely bat second, followed by Miguel Vargas and Andrew Benintendi being the designated hitter. And then we'll likely see Austin Hayes and Munitaka Murakami will probably bat sixth in this lineup. And then you'll have the bottom of the order going to Everson Pereira, Edgar Hierro, and Luis Angel Acuna. And it'll be cool to see Luis Angel Acuna get on base so we can get some of that speed, see if he can steal some bases, because we know that he's all about speed. And we lost pretty much all of our stolen bases when we traded away Luis Robert Jr. And best of luck to him this season as well. But get excited, man. I woke up this morning and then I swear I heard the birds chirping and you know, I felt like cracking open a beer and getting ready to watch baseball, because this is what it is. Baseball is one of those things that's long. It's long. It's 162 games. This is day one. You don't miss out on the playoffs in April, but you can, because every game matters in baseball. I know that sounds like a lot but 162 games is a lot of games, but how you start really matters in baseball. You can get off to a great start, and it can change the way people perceive your season. I'm expecting the Chicago White Sox, as I said yesterday, to win at least 75 games. So it starts today, though, man. They got a tall task ahead of them with this 3-game series. They'll play today, and then they'll be off tomorrow, and then they'll wrap up the series on Friday and Saturday before going into their next series on Sunday. All right, y'all know what it is, man. Let's see what the good guys can do today versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Don't forget to follow me at Big Care from the Shy, Big Care from DACHI, Sox Central Pod, Shy White Sox Central at gmail.com. Like, comment, share, follow. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and follow the rest of the Chi-Town Sports Central family. If you're like me and you watch the Cubs and the White Sox, you can hit up Chicago Cubs Central. If you like all Chicago sports, to type in your favorite Chicago sports team and put the word Central behind it, you will find one of us. And then, of course, NFL Central, NBA Central, and the Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys, C-Dub and Bobby. It's your boy, Big Kev, holding it down for the South Side. And we're going to holler at you guys next time. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break